Welcome to Financial Training and Coaching on YouTube. My name is Dr. Edu Tukoya. I'm a chartered accountant and an associate professor of accounting. So if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome on board and please subscribe so that you can get more information about this channel. So today, though, we're going to be talking about debt. So what do we mean by debt? Actually, is owing money, or in some instances where we spent more money than we originally planned. It's normal sometimes. I know it's very difficult, but it's so easy to fall into this because our current society allows us to actually get the benefit now and pay later. And in most instances, we tend to use credit cards with good intentions of being able to pay the money back, but over a period of time, other emergencies come through and we are unable to pay when we plan to do it. The thing though is if when we buy on credit, the problem with that is the credit companies or the banks tend to charge a lot more, and it could vary from 15 to 20 to even 30% per annum, which is a lot of money. If you imagine you've only spent £1,000, but because you haven't paid it back, you end up spending like a third of that as interest, which makes it even worse for most of us. So check us out on enterprisedoctors.com. And what we're doing is to make sure that you get a financial training and understanding. And if you need any coaching work to get you out of this particular situation that most of us are in, sometimes there is lack of jobs or we haven't got the right type of jobs, and all of this making sure will lead to us spending more money than we originally planned. So how do we do it? How do we get rid of debt if you got any? The first thing to do is to plan it of it. Once we decide, we need to have a list of all of the items that are outstanding, credit cards, bank overdrawn, any overdraft that we've got. We need to list them out and be very, very honest with ourselves. And then what the interest rates are, and then you start tackling them. But you need to be able to sit down and work out how much money is being owed to whom and at what rate. And then slowly you can get rid of each of these as well. But select the ones with the highest interest rates and then try and pay them off. Now, what they've has been suggested by experts is that you must try and get everything. So have a list. The first issue is to understand how much is outstanding, how much loan you have. Once you've got that, then you think, okay, I need to pay a minimum for all of this every month, and then start tackling. But you need to get them under control. If you continue to pay the minimum amount, guess what? The interest rate will be added on, and it becomes much more difficult for us to pay that out. So getting rid of debt is critical because also a lot of people suffer from stress as a result of that. Some people, though, getting into debt is as a result of a loss of jobs, or you get a new job that's not paying as much. So we need to be able to get all of that under control. Now, the aim really is to save for the future, but until you've paid off your debt, which is at a higher rate than most savings, we need savings actually for any eventualities, for investment purposes. Most people have the best options of living a more fulfilled life when they save. So, but to get to that point, the first thing is to get rid of all of the debt because there's no point in saving a lot if you have debt that are being charged at a higher rate than the amount you're making on savings. So it doesn't mean we should put money aside. I love saving because what happens is you can see your which is always a good thing. And what happens is most people enjoy the benefit of getting your money to work for you. And that's what saving is all about. But think about the future plan. Think about your targets. What do you want to achieve in the future? Maybe you want to be able to take life easy. Maybe you want to retire early. Those things that you want to do that will make life much convenient. But in order to save and get rid of debt, we need to be able to avoid some of the things that we waste money on. Do you really need another pair of trainers? Do you need money so much easier? Therefore, you buy the fifth or the sixth and the seventh pair of shoes or the tops or whatever it is. And you get rid of those ones and not spend that money and put that money aside. To most people, though, you might have to plan for the future. Maybe you have children that you need to be educated and you want them to go to really good schools and you have to pay for that as well. So One thing I always say to people is it's better to get an understanding of finance and then get a coach. So that is what we do. You are the best person to manage your money better. Now you can get support from people like us, but you need to be committed to how finance works. And we'll continue to talk about this over the next few weeks and months as well. There's a lot of information that will be included in this particular video. So click on it and free information and you can actually learn from it. But if you need any help, then I'm happy to help you. But as I said to you, the best person know how to manage because you know your plans, you know what you want to do, you want to achieve, you want when do you want to retire. Some people retire at about 45, 50, and then spend the rest of their lives just having a great time. But that's because they've already planned for that over many years. So the younger you are, the better, but don't leave it until tomorrow for you to make those decisions. Up there and soar like an eagle and look down at everybody else and see what's going on, but have a very fulfilled life. That is what this is all about. And I do wish you all the best. Please, we appreciate your feedback and check us out at enterprisedoctors.com, which is where I blog, but I really want you to have the freedom to blossom and be really wonderful. Thank you very much, and we hope to catch up with you very soon.